guys, it's Steph and I'm in Paris. Welcome to Paris with me. I am so excited. I've never been to Paris, so this is super exciting for me. I'm in Paris for the Paris blockchain event. For anyone who's not familiar with what the blockchain event is, it is actually the biggest event in the blockchain industry. You have leaders all over the world that come to this event. You have entrepreneurs, you have investors, developers, anyone you can think of who's big in the blockchain industry is here for this event. We're going to be at the event. Our CEO is going to be speaking at the event. I'll be working at the booth. I'm going to be walking around interviewing speakers. It's going to be really great. I'm going to take you on my journey while I'm in Paris too, obviously. So come along with me. I'm going out. I gotta get ready and go out to dinner right now. So come with me to dinner and follow me along in Paris.
Can you just buy now? The passion is buying.
Bonjour. Merci.
This is Stefanie, this is Vadim. I'm the co-founder and chief marketing officer of LUNU. And we dream to work with zombies.
Yes.
Which is an amazing game, right? But you had some questions to me.
I do, yes. So first question is, I was going to say, tell us your name, your company, a little bit about your company. So tell us about your company since we know.
Since you know my name, now you will know the name of the company, LUNU. And LUNU is Berlin-based, fantastic company that is providing crypto payment solutions. So basically, if somebody would like to buy or sell through crypto, we help them both online and importantly, offline with these most beautiful and sexy payment terminals.
Love that. I love how futuristic it looks too.
Oh my God, this is, people say it looks like it is coming from Star Wars.
It does.
We get all the time these comments, I'm not joking.
That's good, people are paying attention to it.
And design is important. My background is in luxury. It's a luxury object. You know, why payment should be a pain or an ugly experience, you know?
Absolutely.
And you understand
Absolutely.
in gaming experience is absolutely fundamental, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, next question. What do you think the biggest misconception is about cryptocurrencies and how should the industry address it?
Well, I think that the biggest one that we encounter, and we deal with retailers all the time, the biggest one is that people think that it's some strange, dodgy, kind of almost criminal activity, etc. Though obviously it is not. And I think that also people do not understand the value, how the value is created, why Bitcoin is so expensive, why Ethereum is so expensive, etc. One thing that, and I teach at top business schools such as INSEAD, for example, and one of the things that I explain students is that you need to understand that we are symbolic beings and we attach value to symbols. And if we believe and trust Bitcoin or Ethereum, it is the same as our trust to dollar. You know, to produce one $100 bill is just some centime, some cents.
Right.
So nobody guarantees anything. And we saw with the current inflation that you would never get compensated, or Uncle Sam is not going to come back and say, oh, by the way, you know, we would like to give you 7% or 8% or 10% that you lost thanks to inflation. Nobody is guaranteeing anything. So it's all about trust and it's all about the symbolic value that something has. And Bitcoin and Ethereum are like that.
Yeah.
So, and we need to also explain this. I think as key players in the industry, we need to explain this.
Educate. Perfect. Okay, last
Education,
question.
that is important.
It is very important. Last question. Why do you think blockchain can change the world?
Oh, I think blockchain is absolutely fantastic concept, honestly. My background is in robotics, and to be honest, I discovered blockchain technology like 5 years ago, something like this. And when you understand the whole decentralized nature, the whole idea of this connectivity, I think this is really what we need as humans. And when we think that today in the world, the walls being erected in all kinds of areas, this is scary and sad. What we see, you know, the wars, the conflicts, this, that, etc. And I think that an idea that fundamentally can bring people together is incredible. And if I can show, this is the work of an artist called Laurent Grasso. He's one of the major French artists, and he created this image specifically for LUNU. And I call it the soul of blockchain technology. So it's, as you can see, it's two trees that communicate through their root system. And I think this is that is the beauty, and that is kind of the connectivity of things, of us, of humans, but also us with other beings, including artificial intelligence, including machines. This is important, and this is the beauty that could be achieved through blockchain, and that could save the world.
I love that answer. Thank you so much for your time. And what's your website?
It's LUNU.io.
LUNU.io. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Stefanie.
Hey guys, day 2 is a wrap. Day 2 was awesome. Met some new, super interesting people and companies and listened to a couple more presentations. Yeah, everything was just, there's so many people at the event. It's wild, like as you can see from the footage. So it's pretty interesting and it's great to see and meet all of these new people in this industry from all over the world. Tomorrow, I'll be working at our booth, so that's going to be super exciting. Oh, and today I also filmed a couple interviews, which you will see, and I'm going to do a couple more tomorrow. Super excited, super happy that you guys are with me on this journey. I'm excited to show you the booth tomorrow. I saw the 3D setup online and it looks really, really cool. So stay tuned and see you tomorrow. Before the madness begins. Also, look who I met here. My fellow Argentine. Hey guys, check out our booth. How cool is this? So why don't you tell us your name, a bit about your company, and what you guys do.
Okay, cool. Very nice meeting you. My name is Zeth. I'm the founder and CEO of ORDZ Games, which is the company behind BITBOY. We are launching Web3's first physical gaming device. It has play-to-earn functionality. It is called BITBOY because it's combining Bitcoin and Game Boy. So think of it like retro gaming device, but you play to earn Bitcoin and Bitcoin assets. So what do I mean by that? There will be rewards in the form of Bitcoin sats when you play these games. Okay. You play for a certain amount of time. You get a loot box. You open it. You'll unlock some sats from Bitcoin. And then you can also get Bitcoin assets, which are fungible tokens like BRC20 tokens, runes tokens, etc., and also ordinals in the form of like NFTs on Bitcoin. Okay.
So where are you guys selling your devices right now? Just online?
So we are launching at Paris Blockchain Week. So this is kind of a pre-sale time frame. We are selling the first, we call it the Genesis collection, which is 1,000 limited edition pieces that comes with the physical device, as well as a 3D model of this physical device that's inscribed on Bitcoin.
Oh, wow.
So if you go to Bitcoin, the blockchain, you go to a explorer that can look at different ordinals. You rank by size the largest ordinals ever. We are right now the 6th largest ordinals ever. So one Bitcoin block can hold up to 4 megabytes of data. What we have inscribed, the file, is about 3.996. So we rank number 6 in terms of the largest files ever. And because it's a 3D model, you can take it out. You can take it out from the browser. You can load it up on your phone. You can look at it inside of Apple Vision Pro. You can play with the 3D asset. You can flip it, in real life and to see how you interact with it. Our goal is to one day be able to take that 3D model and you can interact with your hands directly and play games in a virtual Game Boy type of environment.
Wow. That really is the future of gaming.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to envision and trying to build.
Okay, another question. What are the main challenges and obstacles facing crypto game developers today?
Yeah. Absolutely. So GameFi has been around since the last bull cycle, and so it's gone through the entire bear market, right? And one criticism that people often hear about GameFi or games that are Web3 games is that they are purely to make money, to farm tokens, not really for fun, and that they're not fun enough to play with. But we're seeing the trend right now is that the line between Web2 games and Web3 games is getting more and more blurry. The gaming experiences on Web3 is getting better. The gaming content is getting better, but there's still the challenge of there's not as many game builders in Web3 as there are in Web2, so you don't have that much really great gaming content in Web3. So we're trying to solve that with this retro gaming device, because you can not only play games that we have built, that the Web3 builders have built, but you can also play retro games that are really old. Okay. So think of games that you used to play as children, games like retro arcade games on the old console machines that are no longer for sale, but you can get them used on eBay. So those games can run on emulators on this device. The emulator themselves can emulate anything up to the PlayStation 1 on this tiny device.
Wow.
So you can play 3D games on this device, which is really retro 3D games. And that really solves the content issue for Web3 gaming, because you don't have to play a new Web3 game. You can play all these old games, and we have, so because they're open source emulators, they speak to our servers, so we know the gameplay and we can reward you based on retro games that you have played.
That's very cool. Okay, and last question. How can players ensure the security of their investments in the crypto gaming industry?
Yeah, that's also a great question. Yeah. I think in the last bull cycle was we were heavily invested on Ethereum as well, myself personally and my team as well. One thing that happened very often was that people lost their wallet key, private key, people lost their seed phrase, or people just got hacked, got a phishing link, clicked on the wrong link, etc. And that's one reason why we are fully dedicated right now to building Bitcoin and for Bitcoin related blockchains, because Bitcoin is the most secure secure blockchain. Storing assets on Bitcoin and interacting with the Bitcoin blockchain without any smart contract is much safer than doing the same type of stuff on a smart contract chain. And also because the Bitcoin ecosystem is really getting popular, getting a lot of traction, there are more and more infrastructure built for various dApps on Bitcoin. So the security solutions will just become even more readily available for all the projects on this chain.
That's definitely reassuring for users. Okay, and I lied. One last question. What is your favorite retro game?
My favorite retro game? Oh, that is a hard one. It is very interesting that you ask because I am not the biggest retro gamer.
Okay.
I'm more of a retro gaming device collector. So I own like over 40 different retro gaming consoles and gaming handhelds.
Yeah. Okay, which one's your favorite?
Yeah, I would say, so right now, like it changes back and forth. So you like them differently at different times.
Yeah.
Right now, my favorite retro gaming device, I would say, is the Nintendo new 3DS.
Okay.
So the new version of the 3DS, it has a better LCD screen, and it's just, it's so tiny, it's very pocketable, and it looks very, very sleek.
Yeah.
And that kind of like, I'm heavily influenced by all the game devices from that era.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to make something that's pocketable, just fits in the palm of your hand, and that you can just travel with and just take it out and just play games whenever you want.
Yeah, it goes to show how efficient, even back then to today, how efficient the design was, that we're still using similar design.
I think these machines are really beautiful.
Yeah.
I think preserving the retro culture of gaming with Bitcoin is like the coolest thing to do.
Yeah, well, it's so great to meet you, and thank you so much for your time.
Likewise, thank you.
And I'll see you around.
See you.
Goodbye, Paris. It's been a slice. Until next time.